Case 1. A father fights to cut child support as his ex secretly plans to vanish to Florida with their kids.
All right, Mr. Morris, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, I come to you today, Your Honor, because I'm trying to get my child support reduction.
Okay. All right. Based on what? Like, what's going on?
Well, I currently pay $880 a month for child support.
Okay.
I also pay $362 for health insurance. And I see my kids every maybe like 4 times a week.
Okay.
I see them pretty often. And she's trying to take my kids and move off to Florida.
Okay.
A desperate father marches into court, determined to slash his child support payments. But he's stunned to learn his ex secretly plans to whisk their 2 innocent children away to sunny Florida forever. Without warning,
Your Honor, I'm not going for that.
All right. Did she tell you why she was trying to move to Florida?
Because she just want to live her best life.
She said that?
That's what it is. She want to go to the beach, drink coconut balls or whatever they have out there in Florida, and just have her best life.
Okay, wait a minute. So did she actually tell you that, or are you interpreting her as living her best life?
Your Honor, why would anybody else want to move to Florida? That's Paradise City.
Well, I mean, I kind of want to move too, but I can't go.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I got to work. So could it be for a job?
You know, Your Honor, I haven't asked, because when she told me that she wanted to move to Florida, I got so upset about the fact of losing my kids.
Mm-hmm.
He's absolutely furious, convinced his ex only wants sun, sand, and total freedom in sunny Florida. But is there a much deeper, more complicated real reason hiding behind her sudden dream of tropical paradise today?
That I was like, are you moving to Florida for like vacation time, or just so you can live your best life, or because we in Texas? I'm in Texas. I'm a good dad.
So what did she say to that when you said, are you trying to move to Florida to live your best life?
She said, you shouldn't have messed up.
What did you do?
It's a long story, Your Honor. I could tell you how we split up, but I kind of messed up.
Well, I have time. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. I didn't even realize you had gum in your mouth till you start smiling. You know, I don't allow gum chewing in here.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, it's okay.
Tension explodes in the courtroom as he finally confesses he seriously messed up his own relationship. Now the judge demands he reveal the entire shocking truth behind their painful, dramatic breakup, starting immediately right now.
You just put it to your back of your throat.
Yes,
I'm not going to tell you to swallow it. I don't think that's really healthy.
Yes, ma'am.
But I have time for the story when you're ready, after you.
It's to the back right now, Your Honor. No more chewing for me.
Okay.
So,
continue.
Long story short, I met this lady our freshman year of college.
Okay.
And we were in class, and she was sitting in the front, I was sitting in the back. And I saw her, and I said, man, I'm going to have to put my bid in as soon as class is over.
Bid, that's what they call it these days. Okay.
We call it put your bid in. Because
All right.
I'm sure there's other people that put their bid in too. So if I got the highest bid, of course I'm a getter, you know.
He takes the courtroom back to his freshman year of college, revealing the exact heart-fluttering moment he first laid eyes on her and how their whirlwind college romance truly, unexpectedly, and passionately began together.
Oh, so you subcontracting these things now?
I was, yeah. At that time, I was subcontracting, you know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Right.
Keep going.
So I saw her in the hall, and I came to her, and my bid won. And we was together for years, Your Honor. We were together for years. We have 2 kids. We have a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Okay.
Throughout the time, and as life just went on, we just started kind of fading, Your Honor. I'm a coach. I'm a football coach at a college.
Okay.
And one of the cheerleading coaches kept hitting on me, and I kept rejecting her.
So you put a bid on her too?
She put the bid on me, Your Honor. Oh. Yeah, she put the bid on me.
Their college romance blossoms into 2 beautiful children, but a persistent, flirtatious cheerleading coach enters his life, and everything he carefully built together is suddenly about to shatter completely, right before everyone's eyes.
So I gave in to that bid. She had a high bid. And at the time, my lady, she wasn't putting in no more bids on me. She wasn't cooking me dinner. She wasn't massaging me like she used to. She wouldn't even let me watch sports on Sundays, Your Honor, because she wanted to watch The Bachelor. So it just wasn't working. And I gave in to what was going on, and I messed up. She saw my phone. She saw that I was with her a few times, and She left me, Your Honor.
Okay.
She left me.
That was a very colorful story. It's very interesting. I hear the word bid. I think about someone.
He finally gives in to temptation, betraying the mother of his own children, and when she discovers shocking proof on his phone, she walks away from him forever, completely and utterly heartbroken and furious.
You know, trying to do construction on my home. So it's just interesting hearing you use that term referring to relationships. Okay, so you don't want her to move to Florida.
No, ma'am.
All right. And you want your child support reduced as a result if she does move? Or
Well,
do you just want it reduced just because?
I just want it reduced just because.
Okay, got it.
I feel like I know dudes that don't see their kids ever and they not on child support. I see my kids multiple times through the week and I'm paying $880 a month.
Okay. Fair enough.
The judge is completely stunned by his bizarre, colorful relationship confessions. Now she firmly and directly demands to know exactly what he truly wants this court to decide for him today.
Believe I have majority of what I needed. Okay, is there anything else you wanted me to know before I move over to her?
No, that's about it, Your Honor. That's
Okay.
about it.
All right. All right. Ma'am, and give me your last name.
It's Adams with two D's.
Adams with 2 D's. Okay. All right. Mrs. Adams or Miss Adams.
Thank you.
Okay, Miss Adams. So tell me about, so this story that he told, he actually, you know, you won the bid. Or he won the bid.
Well, I think that tells you everything you need to know about his view of relationships is very transactional.
Oh yeah, that's the word I was looking for. That's it, transactional.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
very.
Now it's finally her turn to speak. The mother steps forward, ready to expose a shockingly different, far more painful side of their entire relationship and breakup. A story right now.
Very much I do this and you do that, and I think the fact that he didn't even bother to mention our children's names should tell you everything about our relationship.
Well, he told me the ages.
Yeah, well, that's great. Robert and Madison, that's with a Y.
But she ain't asked for the kid.
Okay, yeah, I get
oh.
it. Anyway, so going back to, evidently I'm just going to Florida for a permanent vacation. I'm actually going for a job.
All right.
So what's that job?
Robert, and I'm going to be a marine biologist.
She drops a total bombshell in court. She insists she's not chasing paradise at all, claiming she has a legitimate job offer as a Marine. Biologist waiting for her right now.
That's a good job.
when this dream come apart? Because you ain't had this dream when we met.
See, exactly. Do you ever listen?
Miss Adams, Miss
sorry.
Adams, I need you to talk directly to me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Morris, I've given you an opportunity to speak. Let me hear what she has to say.
You're right,
and
Judge, I'm
people
sorry.
can change dreams. I mean, depending on how long you guys have been apart, a lot could have changed in her life.
It's just she taking my kids, Judge. It's
Okay,
just-
well, let's hear what she has to say.
You're right. You're right.
She said marine biologist, right?
Yes.
That sounds like a really good job, and I want to hear about it. See how much money she makes.
She
all
just
right?
having random dreams, Judge, but it's all
Okay,
good.
that's great, but I need to see how much money she's making.
Right.
Okay?
I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
The judge immediately zeroes in on her claim, demanding hard, concrete proof of exactly how much this so-called marine biologist dream job will actually pay her every single month.
less talking, more listening.
And you do the same thing. All right, now. Continue.
Jesus.
So I'm taking the kids to Florida because I have a greater job opportunity.
Okay.
And, you know, it's so interesting to me that he says that he sees the kids 4 times a week. I guess he's talking about maybe a FaceTime call or seeing them on his phone screen, because I certainly don't see him picking up the kids and taking them to the doctor and cleaning up vomit in the middle of the night.
She fires back hard, furiously claiming he barely ever sees the kids in person, accusing him of hiding behind FaceTime calls instead of showing up as a real present father.
So it's great that he thinks that that he's paying for the right to see his kids, and that there are people who don't pay child support and who see their kids a whole lot, Judge. That tells you everything you need to know about the transactional nature of relationships. To Mr. Morris. So Look, the fact of the matter is, I guess he doesn't realize that his children are going to need to eat, whether they live in Texas or they live in Florida. And
That's true.
She sharply blasts him for thinking child support, somehow buys visitation rights, firmly reminding the entire court that children still need to eat, no matter which state they live in.
And they're going to need new tennis shoes and new clothes, and I guess he just thinks that money goes on trees, or that kids just eat for free. It's not how it works. This isn't TGI Fridays. So the cost of living is going to be higher in Florida.
All right, what are we looking at?
So my rent is going up from $2,000 a month to $2,800 a month.
Okay.
Because I have to have a 3-bedroom because Robert and Madison need their own bedrooms. And
she reveals the shocking new financial costs of her big move, skyrocketing rent, expensive flood insurance, and 2 growing children who desperately need their own separate bedrooms in Florida.
Of course, I have to pay for flood insurance and other things like that.
Okay. All right. And you mentioned food.
Yeah. So the kids eat organic.
Okay.
And they're vegan. And so my grocery bill for them is already close to $800 a month.
Okay.
So his opinion that $880 is too much for the kids is wrong. It is a wrong opinion.
She firmly insists her children deserve only the very best, organic, vegan meals that already cost her nearly $800 every single month just to properly feed them both.
Because your children deserve the nutrition they need to grow up big and healthy and strong so they can be college athletes like you want them to.
Okay, so Miss Adams, you said that your rent is going up $800.
Yeah.
You have to pay flood insurance. The children's diet, they eat organic food and they're vegan. Okay, so are you using the child support for flood insurance and rent too, or are you using it to feed the kids? I just want to make sure I'm clear on what it is that you're saying in regards to his request to get a reduction.
Yes, Your Honor.
The judge presses even harder, demanding total financial clarity. Is this child support money truly feeding the children, or secretly paying for rent and expensive flood insurance instead entirely?
So the thing is that if I was living in a 1-bedroom because I was by myself, my rent would be a lot lower.
All right.
But I have to get a 3-bedroom because I have a boy and a girl, and I don't want them sleeping in the same bedroom.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I have to get a 3-bedroom, and so it's not just that, it's my electric bill, it's cell phones, because our 5-year-old has a cell phone, so now I have to make sure that we've got her a phone line so she can talk to her dad so he can see her 4 times a week on FaceTime.
She carefully breaks down every single expense, bigger rent, higher bills, and even a brand new phone line so her 5-year-old can FaceTime her father from Florida daily.
So about that, he said that he sees the children now 4 times a week, and you're saying that's not true, except for like a FaceTime video or something like that.
He sees the kids on an inconsistent basis.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Okay. So when you say inconsistent, right now, do you all operate under a standard order where it's like first, third, and fifth?
He has every weekend, and I have during the week.
Okay, so every weekend he has.
Right.
Okay. During that every weekend, it's inconsistent, is what you're saying?
I mean, it's just all over the place.
She finally exposes the shocking truth. His so-called weekly visits are actually random and wildly inconsistent. Nothing like the devoted present father he desperately claims to be in court.
He just comes and goes and sees the kids whenever is convenient to him, or maybe his girlfriend like turns him down for a date or whatever.
Okay, so that was petty.
What girlfriend you talking about?
We didn't have to go there. We didn't have to go there. So is that what the issue is? Like, you're still mad at him about that story that he told?
Well, okay, so he put in a bid for an upgrade, or the upgrade put in a bid for him or whatever, and now I have to explain to our son why our family fell apart.
Oh. So it's some hurt feelings there. Okay, I understand.
Old wounds suddenly resurface as she takes a petty, pointed jab about his secret girlfriend, revealing just how much raw hurt and betrayal still lingers beneath her calm surface today.
So, have you already moved to Florida, or is this something that you're intending on doing pretty soon?
Well, I took the job offer and I've already found an apartment.
So the answer is yes. You pretty much already...
Everything but the U-Haul, Your Honor.
Okay. So in your court order, do you have a geographic restriction because Dad lives here?
Yes, but he moved just outside of Ellis County, so he's just outside of the geographic restriction, so it's technically lifted, Your Honor.
Okay.
A shocking twist emerges in court. She's already moved to Florida, already found housing, and already started her new job, without ever asking the court for legal permission first.
And technically is what you said, but is that what your court order says?
Well, the court order says Dallas and contiguous counties, and he moved like a mile on the other side of the Ellis County line.
Okay, and I do have a copy of your court order here, and it doesn't mention that it's automatically lifted.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking it was the one that...
O is right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
O
Thank
is
you.
right. What?
I'm sorry.
O is right, because you can't just leave. You can't just do that. You actually have to ask permission to modify this order like he did.
She confidently claims a legal loophole completely, frees her to move, but the judge is about to prove her entire interpretation of the court order dangerously, dramatically wrong right now.
Well, can I modify the order to move to Florida?
Did you file anything for today?
I mean,
It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay. So you're moving without asking the court, can you move? And Dad is still living here.
Well, I guess I just didn't understand the way the order was written, because I had heard that if he moved outside of where it said, then I could move out.
Who did you hear that from? Did you Google? You did one of those Google searches? One of the Google lawyers told you that?
She finally admits the unthinkable truth. She never actually filed anything with the court, and instead completely trusted a random Google search over real, licensed legal advice.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, okay. Because they told you wrong, and that's the problem with Googling everything. You should have actually consulted with an attorney who would have interpreted this order properly to you. You can't just move. So let me tell you what we're going to do, because I think this is the fair thing to do. Regardless to whether you say his visits are inconsistent, he say they're consistent, the reality of it is when you move to Florida, he can no longer have access to those kids. So even if he were coming this day, and did every weekend, he won't be able to do that anymore now that you are going to move to Florida.
The judge delivers a harsh, unforgettable reality check today. Googling legal advice is never ever the same as hiring a real, qualified attorney who understands the actual law.
So what I'm not going to touch is your custody arrangement. Not going to touch that at all. This is a child support court. That has nothing to do with us, okay? So I'm not going to touch it at all. You are free to move to Florida. However, he's coming off child support. So then he can use the money, the $880 or so that he would give you for child support. He can use that to travel to actually see the kids.
But what if he doesn't, Your Honor?
Well, if he doesn't, then after some time of him not doing it consistently, and when I say consistently and consecutively, it needs to at least be about 6 months or something like that.
The judge finally prepares to deliver her big, dramatic ruling. Custody arrangements stay exactly the same, but his child support payments are about to change forever. Starting right now.
Right? Then you can come back and let me know, Judge, he's not exercising regularly. I need some support for these 2 kids, right? But absent anything like that, I believe that's in the best interest of the children. And quite frankly, that's fair. You're moving without permission, right?
Yeah.
Which is a violation of your court order. So it's only fair that he stops paying child support. So beyond a reduction, He's coming off child support today.
In a truly stunning courtroom verdict, the judge rules he's completely off the hook. His child support ends immediately because she moved away without any legal permission whatsoever.
Now, you will have to keep maintaining the health insurance, okay?
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right, so that, what is it, 362?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll still continue to pay the health insurance, but there will be no child support paid from him to you. Hopefully you guys can come to an agreement.
That's the plan, Your Honor. Once we leave, I plan on giving her a call so we could try to talk about things and kind of get on a good level with each other.
Yeah, I think that can work. And who knows, your job may transfer up here and you may end up being back in Dallas anyway.
He'll still have to cover health insurance payments, but child support is completely gone now. Both parents must somehow find a way to peacefully co-parent their children together again.
Now, if that happens, you all would need to come back, because then we need to look at something different about what child support is going to be. But until then, you know, enjoy Florida. All right, is there anything further?
No?
Thank you, Your Honor, for everything. You really made a big change in my life, and I'm glad we came to your court today.
All right, well, you're very welcome. And if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In an emotional final moment, he tearfully thanks the judge for changing his entire life forever, as this shocking, dramatic child support case finally reaches its powerful conclusion. Custody stays the same, but child support vanishes. Will these two parents ever find peace again? Case 2, a rapper claims he gave $10,000 a month in child support, but his baby mama says it's all just one big cap.
Okay, Miss Doug, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, Judge. Well, I'm bringing Tim to court today because he's not taking care of his children, his responsibility, and I need help. So I'm requesting for child support.
All right, when you say he's not taking care of his responsibility, what do you mean by that? Financially? Is he not picking them up? Because you know, that can mean a lot of things.
Exactly. So he's not picking them up. I'm having to pay someone to go pick the kids up from daycare.
Okay. You're paying them, you said?
I'm paying out of pocket.
How much are you paying?
Approximately $200 a week.
A frustrated mother storms into court, furious that her children's father refuses to help financially, forcing her to pay $200 every single week just to transport their kids to daycare herself.
A week?
Yes.
Okay.
There's 3 different schools that they have to go to pick up the kids, daycare and after school care, and he's not contributing.
Okay.
I also carry the kids on medical.
All right. How much is that?
Medical is $250 a month.
Is that for, how many children do you all have?
3.
3? Okay, and that's for all 3 children?
That's for all 3 children.
Okay. All right. And I'm assuming you know that Tim has money somewhere. You know he can pay for it?
Oh, Judge, he has money.
Okay.
Yes, he has money. He's in the club every weekend throwing, I have receipts.
Okay.
Reveals shocking new details about juggling 3 different schools for pickups, plus paying $250 monthly for medical coverage, while claiming their father secretly has plenty of money to spare.
What kind of receipts do you have?
Screenshots from Facebook, Instagram. I mean, I'm blocked, but I have family members that follow him.
Just telling all your business.
First off, that's cap.
What? Excuse me?
I'm sorry. Look, I'm just saying.
No, what did you say?
That's
a cap.
That's cap, yeah.
She doesn't have on a cap.
Cap means that's lying. She's lying.
Oh, okay, this that new age stuff.
That's the new age.
How you spell that?
C-A-P.
C-A-P,
Exactly
like
how
a
it
regular cap.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, I learned something new.
So is
All
it
right.
fake money that you're throwing to him?
No, it's fake what you talking about.
Oh, okay. Well,
We'll get to Tim. Tim, we'll get to you in just a minute so I can hear about all this capping that she's over here doing, okay?
She drops a bombshell, claiming she has actual screenshots proving he's out partying every weekend, but he instantly explodes, accusing her of completely capping and lying to the judge right now.
Let me step back.
Okay. All right. Now, I mean, he said it's cap. He said you are not telling the truth. Is that true?
he's being untruthful.
Okay. Is that a screenshot you have right there?
Yes,
Looks
ma'am.
like, okay.
It's a screenshot, several screenshots of him in the club. The strip club, might I add,
Okay.
throwing money on the stages.
Interesting.
And-
Okay.
Yes, stacks, chains, everything, Judge.
Chaos erupts as she pulls out. Real screenshot evidence showing him inside a strip club, throwing stacks of cash on stage while wearing flashy chains as he desperately denies every single word.
So give me the backstory of this relationship. Like, you all just did not wake up one day and decided that you can't get along, and you're saying he doesn't financially support the kids. How did we get here?
Well, Judge, I should have known better.
What do you mean?
I met him at the club.
Oh, okay. So the same club that he's throwing
correct.
the money at, you were there too?
I was at the, yes.
Was he throwing the money at you?
No, I was just there as a patron. Yes.
Mr. Tim.
She know I spent about $2,000 on her that night.
Okay.
Judge demands the real backstory behind their relationship and shockingly discovers they first met inside the very same club where he's now, accused of recklessly throwing away thousands of dollars.
Well, we'll get to you in just a minute so we can hear about
Seriously, Tim.
this throwing of money.
Seriously.
Well,
Miss Doug, pay attention to me.
Well, Judge,
now you were in the club as a patron.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
say as a patron.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And he was appealing to me. He had, he was suave. So he approached me and we exchanged numbers.
Okay.
And then the next day we went out for breakfast, and from there we just were inseparable until he started back clubbing. I guess the kids became too much for him.
Oh, okay.
She reveals there. Whirlwind romance began with breakfast the very next morning after meeting in the club, but everything fell apart once clubbing apparently became more important to him than his own kids.
So in between that time, you all had the 3 kids.
Correct.
Got you. Okay.
So
All
we've
right.
been on again, off again, more off than on, and I need help with these kids now. They're growing.
How long have you all been off?
Right now it's been about 2 years.
2 years. All right.
2 years too long.
Who do the children live with?
They live with me
Okay. All right. Okay.
because we don't know where Mr. Tim lives. So
Okay. Well, we're going to get that from him in just a moment. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to Mr. Tim?
not at this moment, Judge.
Okay. All right.
Confesses their relationship has been dangerously on again, off again for years, with the last breakup lasting a painful 2 full years, and now she desperately needs real help, raising 3 growing children.
Now, Mr. Tim, give me your last name, because I don't just want to call you, by your first name,
No.
unless you prefer me to call you Mr. Tim.
No, it don't matter. Hall.
Hall? Okay, Mr. Hall. Now, you said she was capping. Let's
Capping.
talk about that.
Big cap.
So is she capping about you all's relationship, you all meeting in the club? She said she was a patron, but you said you spent like $2,000 on her. I mean...
No, what part she's capping about is me not taking care of the kids.
Okay.
I'm a firm believer. I take care of mine.
All right.
Now it's finally his turn to speak, and he immediately insists he's a devoted father who takes care of his kids, firmly denying every single accusation she just made in court.
Now, define what you mean by taking care of your children, because she just said that she's paying someone $200 a week to transport your kids and pick them up and take them to daycare in different schools. So is that true? Like, are you not helping with that?
No, I help with that too.
All right.
That's cap as well. You know what I'm saying?
How do you...
How do I contribute?
Yeah, how do you do that?
I give you about how much I give you a month? I give you what?
If you gave it to me, you would know.
So you should know.
That's
I
a
gave it
good
to you.
point.
If you gave it to me, you should know.
I gave you, 10K?
That's a good point, Mr. Hall.
I gave her 10K, right?
10K as in 10,000?
10K and 10,000.
Okay.
He claims he actively helps with the children's expenses, but can't clearly explain exactly how, sparking a heated, chaotic back-and-forth argument between both parents. Right in front of the stunned judge.
That's a lot of money.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Miss Doug, did he give you $10,000?
That would be a lie.
Okay.
A whole lie.
That's cap.
So-
How's that cap? I got the statements. I got the receipts.
All right. What kind of statements and receipts did you bring with you today?
I don't got it on me, but you know what I'm saying? But
You knew you were coming to court for child support, right?
correct.
All right.
He thought his looks was gonna help, Judge.
But who is he trying to appeal to?
That's you.
I'm not interested, Mr. Hall. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're not a bad looking guy, okay?
Appreciate that. Thank you.
But I'm not interested. We're not here for that.
Sure.
I just want to know what these numbers look like.
Well, okay.
He shockingly claims he personally handed her $10,000 in cash, but she immediately fires back, insisting that's a complete lie and demanding he prove it with actual real evidence.
So the numbers is I gave her $10K a month,
All right.
right? For the
I have that.
for the child support,
$10K a month
$10K a month.
for how many months?
For how many months?
Yeah.
Probably about like 7, 8.
7, 8 months.
Who's counting? You know what I'm saying?
Me, I'm counting.
Of course.
You ain't gave
But-
10K in 9 years.
I'm talking though, baby. I'm talking. So,
Did you call her baby?
yeah, you know, she got my heart. She had my kids, so like she always got my heart.
So why don't y'all just get back together?
Nah,
I'm a pass.
Oh,
It's
okay.
been there, done it. Ain't
That's
gonna
a
go
hard.
back.
Okay.
He doubles down, insisting he gave her $10,000 monthly for nearly 8 months straight, but still can't produce a single receipt, statement, or shred of proof to back his claim.
No, man.
So, Mr. Hall, you said you gave her this money. She's saying no, you don't have any receipts or anything to confirm it.
It's not looking real good, is it?
It's not. What do you do for a living?
I'm a rapper.
You're a rapper? Okay. And how much money do you make?
I make about like 200,000, but it's like that's whenever taxes and everything is deducted. She on my neck about payments and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I get about at least 30,000. You know what I'm saying, to myself that I can use for myself and what I want to do. So
Which is throwing it in the club.
Which is throwing it in the club, of course.
He finally reveals he's actually a rapper earning $200,000 yearly, but claims she constantly drains his money, leaving him barely $30,000 to spend, however he personally wants.
Mr. Hall,
So
Mr.
she's
Hall,
taking all my money.
Mr. Hall,
Yes, ma'am.
I may look young, but I wasn't born yesterday, okay?
Okay.
Do not come in here and waste my time.
I ain't with you.
You and I both know that I have heard that song and dance over and over again, where people come in here and say they make all of this money, but the moment they realize they're more than likely, or if there's a possibility they could be placed on child support, they try to diminish it and say, oh, I don't make this much, but it really is that much. You follow me?
I'm following you, but here's the thing.
The
though.
math ain't mathing.
Here's
It's
the
not.
thing though. She takes a chunk out of my money. Then you gotta understand too, I got a rap career.
All right.
The judge sharply warns him not to waste her time, revealing she's heard this exact excuse countless times before from people desperately trying to hide their true income before child support kicks in.
Put a lot into that, so that way I can feed mines. Don't do that. Don't do that. We trying to put on a good show for these people.
Well, no, you don't. That's the thing. You don't have to put on a show for anybody. I don't need you capping right now, okay? That's what you said, right?
Right.
That's what you said she was doing. So I don't need you to do that to me. I need you to be honest with me, because you paying child support is going to be based on the evidence that I hear. And as of right now, you haven't said anything or provided me with anything that would totally go against what she just said. You said you're giving her all of this money.
The judge firmly demands real honesty instead of excuses, warning him that his child support amount will be based entirely on solid evidence, not empty claims or unverified emotional testimony in court.
$10,000 for 7 to 8 months, that's between $70,000 and $80,000 roughly, right?
Right? That's a lot.
It would be enough. However, testimonial evidence is evidence. And she's saying she didn't receive it. You're not showing anything that would suggest you gave it to her. So
it's giving cap right now?
that's what you said.
It's giving lies.
It's giving lies.
Yeah.
What is given is insufficient evidence. That's what it's given, okay? So, I mean, without anything showing that you've actually given her this money, I can only go off of your word.
The judge calculates his claimed payments should total between $70,000 and $80,000, but without any actual proof. She rules his testimony simply isn't enough evidence to support his story.
And you said you made $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
So is that true or is that not true?
That's true.
Okay.
So like, the rapping, that's where it goes to. That's where the majority of it goes to, for sure.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
So is it possible that 200,000 is your bottom line and you actually make more?
Nah,
Because you just agreed with her when she was talking about throwing money in the club.
I make less.
All right. Well, I tell you what, when you bring something in here that suggests that you make less, as well as suggests that you've given her $70,000, $80,000, then we will consider it at that point.
The judge presses harder, questioning whether his stated income is actually much higher than he's admitting, reminding him that real proof, not empty words, will determine his final child support amount.
But today I can only go off of the evidence that I heard. You don't have any type of 1099s or anything to show that you're paying other people any expenses, anything like that.
This is my expense right here.
Okay, Mr. Hall, you came here to waste my time.
I work, Mr. Hall. You know I work.
Yeah, I know you work for sure.
And you know, I don't like to steal people's phrases, but according to what Ms. Doug said, and I'd have to agree with her, the math ain't mathing. It's really not. Because if you're spending that type of money on kids, you're gonna bring that to court. That's the first thing you're gonna want me to see. Right?
Right.
Okay.
The judge delivers a brutal reality check, telling him plainly that the math simply isn't adding up, and that real spending on his kids should always come with real financial documentation.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to base your child support off of that $200,000 a year per your testimony. So under Texas law, it's capped, okay? So I can't place you on child support based on $200,000 a year per se, because your child support will be a lot. So it will be capped, which will make your net resources $896.72. You said there are 3 children. Do you have any other children outside of those 3?
Not that I know of.
Okay, I'm going to move right along. All right.
The judge officially calculates his child support based on his $200,000 income, applying the legal Texas cap, dramatically shifting his entire financial future for his 3 children forever.
So health insurance, she says that she pays $250 a month for all 3 children. Do you have access to health insurance that will be cheaper than that?
Yeah.
Or can you get health insurance on the children? Because if not, you're going to reimburse her that $250.
So run this to me, Judge. How much am I looking to be paying per month?
Right now, without any reimbursement of health insurance or any credit for health insurance that you could possibly get that's cheaper than $250, you're looking at $2,000. Make sure I got this right.
The judge digs deeper into health insurance costs, warning him he may owe reimbursement unless he can secure cheaper coverage for all 3 children immediately, changing his monthly financial obligation entirely today.
$2,969 a month.
Got to be month.
But that's a break, because you said you give me $10,000. So that's a whole break.
You know.
Ain't
Yeah.
no name used to
You shouldn't be
already.
bothered.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be bothered.
So, Mr. Hall, excuse me. I know you're still soft on her, but I'm talking to you right now. All right.
The judge finally reveals his staggering new monthly child support number, leaving him stunned and complaining about the so-called $10,000 he claims he already generously gave her before.
So, did you have access to health insurance that would be cheaper than $250 a month?
Yeah, I can get some.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. It doesn't change your child support amount really at all. So what we will do, instead of you paying her $250 a month for reimbursement, I'll give you credit of $100.
Oh, okay.
But you have to enroll the children in health insurance within the next 30 days. If you don't do it within the next 30 days and she comes back, you'll be paying her the $250 reimbursement.
We'll be back, Judge.
No,
Okay.
We'll be back.
Well, that has nothing to do with me. All right.
Now, the judge offers him a strict 30-day deadline to enroll the children in cheaper health insurance, warning that missing this deadline will instantly increase his monthly child support payments significantly, higher forever.
So your child support amount will remain at the $2,969. You know, of course, like I said, That's depending on you getting the health insurance. If not, that number will go up. Okay?
We probably gonna see you again.
Okay. You're gonna see me again because you're gonna do what I'm suggesting, right?
That's kept.
Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Hall, is there anything else? Mr. Hall, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Doug, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you both are dismissed.
In a dramatic final ruling, the judge locks in his monthly child support amount, warning both parents she'll likely see them again soon, before finally dismissing this explosive courtroom case forever. No receipts, no proof, just cap. Will this rapper actually pay up or end up back in court? Case 3. A father demands child support get redirected because his daughter doesn't even live with her own mother anymore.
Mr. Walker, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Thank you, Your Honor. For the past year, I have been paying child support to my ex-wife, Jennifer. Currently, our daughter is in my mother's custody, and I'm bringing this case.
Wait. Why is your daughter in your mother's custody?
So she was initially in my custody, but before this year, I was a teacher, and I got promoted to principal. But I'm now working at a school that's on the other side of town. I wanted to make sure that my daughter stayed in the school that she's in because she has been there for the past 4 years. And I wanted to make sure that, well, she's been in that district for the past 4 years, and I wanted to keep her development because I agree with the education plan that they have there.
A determined father storms into court, revealing his daughter now lives with his own retired mother instead of himself. All so she could stay enrolled in her familiar, beloved homeschool district.
So I took the job because it was more money and it was a better career for me. And
More money, so should you be paying more in child support then? If you're making more money?
Well, I think that I should be paying my mother the child support. Currently, I'm paying my ex-wife the child support, and I have no idea where those funds are going.
How much do you pay in child support?
$500 a month.
Okay. Continue.
And so she's in my mother's custody right now. My mother is retired. We had the conversation. We had an amicable conversation about my daughter living with my mother because she is retired. She worked for the city of Dallas for 28 years.
He shockingly reveals he's still paying $500 monthly directly to his ex-wife, despite having absolutely no idea where those child support funds are actually going, demanding the payments finally get properly redirected.
She worked?
Ma'am, we do not need the extra. My bailiff, Mr. A.K.A. Fuller, he will make sure that you're escorted out of this courtroom if you cannot control yourself. Understood?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. You may continue.
So ultimately, the main goal of this case is that I want to move the child support from my ex-wife and then start paying
Rightfully so. There's no reason she should still be getting any type of child support payments. Ma'am, Ms. Walker, have you been reallocating these payments that you're receiving from Mr. Walker to his mother?
Yes, Your Honor.
Chaos briefly erupts in the courtroom as the judge threatens removal, before the father firmly insists his ex-wife should no longer receive any child support since their daughter doesn't even live with her.
I have receipts. I have everything. I've been taking care of my child.
What type of receipts are you talking about?
Receipts for me buying her food, clothes,
Okay,
shoes.
that's called parenting. That's not child support.
Well, I'm using his money for the kid.
But the child does not live with you, correct?
Because of him.
That wasn't my question. The child does not live with you, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Where is it that you are working right now?
Right now, I am an office manager at Walker's Dentistry.
Office manager? Okay.
That's what I do, Judge. I'm an office manager right now.
Okay.
The mother claims she's been using the child support money on the child anyway, presenting questionable pool passes and clothing receipts, but the judge instantly shuts her down, unimpressed by her excuses.
And how much is it that you make a year?
Maybe about $70,000.
$70,000. Okay.
And I'm also a single mother.
Okay. Well, congratulations. There are a lot of single mothers in this world. So that's not information that we need in terms of calculating child support, okay? How many children do you have?
I have a total of 3. I have 1 with Mr. Walker, and I have 2 with my previous husband.
Okay. All right. Continue. What
Judge,
is your reason for this child living with his mother and you're receiving child support payments?
The judge digs deeper into the mother's finances, discovering she earns $70,000 annually as an office manager and has 2 additional children from a completely different previous relationship entirely.
And according to your testimony, you're giving the money to his mother. Is that correct information? Is she giving the money to your mother?
That is incorrect, Your Honor.
Is your mother here today?
She is not. My daughter's actually home sick with the flu. So she's at home with my mother right now.
Okay.
Judge, our daughter Kayla was living with me, and Blaine decided to come get her on the weekends. You know, everything was perfectly fine. She was getting along with the other kids in the house. So when Blaine started to come pick her up, and by the time he dropped her off, she would become so angry. She was fighting the other 2 kids. So I don't know if he was telling her things.
The mother reveals a troubling detail, claiming their daughter becomes strangely angry after visits with her father, sparking fresh tension as the judge firmly refuses to entertain any unnecessary emotional side details.
But she would come back very...
Ma'am, that's more information than what I need.
Okay.
The bottom line is this. The child does not live with either of you, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you're paying child support currently, but to Ms. Walker.
Correct.
And Ms. Walker, you are not paying child support at all.
No,
correct?
ma'am, I'm not.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. You said you make $70,000 a year. Does that include any overtime or anything?
That includes overtime, yes it does.
Okay. So I have your gross at $5,833.33.
The judge cuts straight to the point, confirming neither parent actually has custody, and immediately begins calculating the mother's true income to determine exactly how much child support she finally owes now.
Now, after taxes are taken out, that comes down to $4,625.06. Who pays health insurance for the child?
Blaine
I do,
does.
Your Honor.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
For the past year, I've been paying $50 a month.
Okay. How often are you paid?
I get paid once a month.
So $25 a month, okay. And then you said you have 2 other children
And I
one
pay
child.
mortgage and car note. And
Ma'am, he has the same expenses.
The judge carefully breaks down the mother's exact paycheck, subtracting taxes and health insurance costs, while questioning her other financial obligations before delivering her final, life-changing child support calculation right now.
That means nothing to me. Ms. Walker, your child support is going to be set at $707.28. That includes the $682.28 for child support and $25 for health insurance. Mr. Walker, your $500 payments will be reallocated to your mother. And as I stated, Ms. Walker, that $707.28 will go directly to his mother as well, since that is who the child is living with. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything else from either of you? If nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.
In a stunning final ruling, the judge orders the mother to pay over $6 monthly directly to the grandmother, completely reversing the entire child support arrangement. In this dramatic case, the child support flips completely. Now it's the mother writing the checks. Case closed. Case 4. A self-employed father demands lower child support, but his ex-wife never even bothers to show up in court.
Mr. Wilson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here today to request that the court reduce my child support that I currently pay my ex-wife. Currently, I pay $800 a month, but up until last year, I worked for the city, and now I'm currently self-employed, and I make considerably less money. So I was requesting that my child support be lowered to reflect that.
Before we go any further, where is Mrs. White?
I don't know.
You sent her notice that she was supposed to be here today, right?
Yes, she was served.
Okay. So I guess she didn't understand how serious this was today. All right.
Determined father requests a major child support reduction, revealing he left his stable city job for self-employment, but shockingly, his ex-wife never shows up to contest his claims in court.
So you said that you used to work for the city.
Yes.
And now you're self-employed.
Yes, I am.
And what do you do self-employed?
I own a tow truck business company.
Okay. Are you making more money or less money now?
I'm making less money. I have a lot more expenses being self-employed, but I make less money.
All right, all right. So based on what you provided to the court, you have some receipts
Yes, I do.
showing what you pay and what daycare expenses. I also see a 1099 here that you have from workers. You have what, 2 employees?
Yes.
He reveals he now owns his own tow truck business, but surprisingly earns significantly less money than before. Despite juggling far more expenses and even managing to full-time employees under him now,
Then I'm also seeing a tax return here. Based on this tax return, I have your earnings. It has gone down. It has gone down. I have you at about $3,700 now.
Yes, that's
For
about
gross.
right. I make about $47,000 a year.
All right, so you say you pay $200 a month in health insurance
For him, yes.
and this is for him only, full
Yes.
coverage for only him, not you and him.
Yeah, it's about, with both of us, it's about $450.
Okay, just want to make sure because you don't get any credit for yourself. It's only credit for health insurance for your son. You
Understood.
understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
the judge carefully examines his official tax return, discovering his true monthly earnings have dramatically dropped, while also confirming his exact health insurance costs strictly cover only his young son, Manny.
So based on that, I have your net and giving you credit for the $200 that you pay in health insurance for your son. Comes out to about $2,834.23, which would bring your new child support amount to $566.85.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson, I do appreciate you being here today and being timely. Thank you. I didn't want you to think that just because Mrs. White decided not to show up today for court, that the court could not move forward.
The judge calculates his brand new child support amount using verified tax documents and insurance credits, revealing a dramatically lower monthly payment that could completely change his entire financial future forever.
Because in Texas courts, once you are served your own notice with a hearing, you have to appear. And if you do not appear, the other side who's bringing the case does still have the opportunity to ask the court for some sort of relief. So you're here today asking for your child support to be reduced. You submitted evidence to support your stance. She had the opportunity to be here and contest whatever it was that you submitted in court, your 1099s.
The judge firmly explains a critical courtroom rule once properly served. Failing to appear doesn't stop a case, meaning his ex-wife just lost her only chance to fight back today.
Your tax return, even some of the receipts that you provided, but it was a missed opportunity for her because she decided not to come to court. So in the future, whenever you need to come back to court, maybe to change your order, life change or something like that, just make sure that you always send notice to that other person because you are able to still receive some sort of relief although they fail to show up, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything further?
No.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you. You're welcome. You are dismissed.
In a final powerful warning, the judge reminds him always to properly notify the other party before officially finalizing his dramatically reduced child support order and dismissing this eye-opening case forever. She skipped court, and it cost her everything. His child support just got slashed.